Hi, my name is Mitchell. I'm Executive Chef for Caves Beach Hotel in Caves Beach. Today I'm going to teach you how to trim, prepare and smoke a whole pack of brisket. Brisket is on trend at the moment with a lot of restaurants. It's a cost-effective cut of meat. You can use it braised, smoked, you can pull it. There's plenty of different options you can do with it. This here is the flat and this is the point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go across this brisket, trim off any hard fat, any silver skin, and we're going to keep a 1/4 inch of fat along the top here, so that renders down and keeps the product moist whilst cooking for long periods of time. This one that we're cooking here today is grain fed. We find that the grain fed renders down a bit more than the grass fed, but I feel that the grass fed has more flavour. So we're going to make a brisket rub to rub onto the brisket to get a nice bark on there. The bark holds a lot of flavour. So here we've got black pepper. I like to put a little bit of beef booster in there. Paprika, white sugar. We have some onion powder, garlic powder and cayenne pepper. I like to score the brisket on the skin a bit just so we can get some of the rub and the salt inside it. I like to be quite liberal with the salt. This is going to sort of soak into the meat. Make sure you use good quality sea salt. We'll put it back in the fridge for a minimum of 2 hours or overnight. What we're going to do now is we're going to rub it with some olive oil and then the rub that we made earlier. Today I'm cooking at 125 centigrade until an internal temperature of around 160 to 170. The piece of meat will stall. The internal temperature stalls at 160 Fahrenheit, which is about 80 centigrade. We want to take it out because it'll stall for 4 or 5 hours, it just won't go. So what we do is we make a boat. It lets the fat render down and it lets the boat capture the moisture to keep the brisket moist, and it also helps us maintain that nice black bark. We've got some stock here and some Worcestershire sauce. Brisket goes back into that. After about the 4 to 6 hour mark, you should start to see a bark forming. What I like to do is spritz the brisket with a little bit of cider vinegar mixed with some Worcestershire sauce. Just adds another dimension and a flavour to the bark. Okay, so our brisket's been on for about 12 hours and it's done, and I've let it rest. Okay, the burnt ends we took off from the point. We sliced them into cubes, tossed them in our favourite barbecue sauce and put them back in the smoker until they were nice and caramelised. We took the flat and we sliced it into pencil thickness. You know when your brisket is done, it should bend over your finger like that and it should be quite elasticy. A great way to serve brisket is a Texas tasting plate. We've got slices of the flat here. We've taken the point and turned into burnt ends. We've made a corn and jalapeno bake, and we've done some beautiful Turkish soldiers that have been char grilled.